Tonight at 9, changes are coming to downtown Muncie. We'll show you some of the developments next.
Senator Bernie Sanders is suspending his presidential campaign. However, one event is still on the calendar.
Plus, cooler temperatures for the weekend and rain chances. I'll have the details coming up.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for being with us. I'm Annie Keister.
And I'm Madison Surface.
New on NewsLink, the Delaware County prosecutor reacting to the Marion County prosecutor, saying he will not be prosecuting certain cases related to marijuana possession.
NewsLink Indiana's Tyler Brummett is live in the newsroom. Tyler, what is he saying?
Well, Annie and Madison, prosecutor Eric Hoffman is saying he disagrees, calling the move a total disregard of the legislative process taking place in the State House. He did release a statement saying, in part, "I do not understand the acting Marion County prosecutor's decision to not enforce and to ignore criminal laws that are on the books. I completely understand and respect that in a free society, anyone can advocate and lobby the legislature to legalize marijuana. That is a debate that belongs in the State House with our lawmakers." He went on to say that he will continue to enforce state law until the General Assembly tells him otherwise. Now, this is all coming after acting Marion County prosecutor Ryan Mears said he no longer intends to prosecute marijuana-related cases where someone is possessing less than 1 ounce. Earlier this week, he released a statement saying, in part, "I have seen the resources devoted to these prosecutions and believe those resources can be used more effectively to promote public safety, ensure justice for victims, and reduce recidivism when faced with the choice between prosecuting this and prosecuting acts of violence. My priority is clear." Now, Prosecutor Hoffman said he feels his comments were just taken out of context. He sent out another statement saying, "I have simply said that as prosecutor, I have taken an oath to enforce the laws of the state of Indiana that are currently on the books." Now, we've got all three of these statements available online at ballstatedaily.com in their entirety. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated. Annie?
All right, Tyler Brummett live in the newsroom for us tonight. Thank you, Tyler. Now, a new discovery in the vaping illness investigation. Research released yesterday says lung damage may come as the result of chemicals in vape juice. According to the Mayo Clinic, the lung damage looks like chemical burns. Data collectors investigated 17 people who vape. Most of the people researched also used cannabis oils or marijuana. 18 vaping deaths have been reported in several states, with more than 800 confirmed or probable cases of the illness.
Senator Bernie Sanders has suspended his presidential campaign for the time being. A sudden health scare sent the Vermont senator to the hospital on Wednesday. Reed Binion has the latest.
Senator Sanders is a fighter. He's a trooper. And it's not going to surprise me at all when he's back on the campaign trail.
Well wishes pouring in for Senator Bernie Sanders. His fellow Democratic presidential hopefuls taking to Twitter to express their love and support after Sanders experienced chest discomfort during a campaign event in Las Vegas Tuesday.
Give me your chair up here for a moment. Let me sit down here. It's been a long day here.
Sanders' campaign put out a statement saying, quote, "He was found to have blockage in one artery and 2 stents were successfully inserted. Senator Sanders is conversing and in good spirits. He will be resting up over the next few days. We are canceling his events and appearances until further notice."
We're thinking of him and wishing him a very speedy recovery.
Even from his hospital bed, Sanders took to Twitter to continue his campaign and thank everyone for their support, saying, quote, "I'm feeling good. I'm fortunate to have good health care and great doctors and nurses helping me recover. None of us know when a medical emergency might affect us, and no one should fear going bankrupt if it occurs. Medicare for all."
I don't care what your background is, who you support. All Americans should be wishing him well right now.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Earlier today, the Sanders campaign announced the senator will take part in the next Democratic debate on October 15th.
And 2 of the Democratic candidates for president are holding large leads over the competition. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren leads former Vice President Joe Biden by 3%. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders trails Biden by 10%, according to the poll of Monmouth University. California Senator Kamala Harris and South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg are tied at 5% each. The poll also found that the overall support for President Trump has dropped significantly. Now, speaking of polls, I can weigh in that I am a huge fan of this potential fall weather.
Me too. We haven't gotten to experience a lot of that with all this heat. Let's see if Hannah can give us some hope.
Yes, guys, fall weather has finally returned. We are way cooler today than we were at this time yesterday all around the state. 17 degrees cooler in Indianapolis, 11 in Kokomo, 13 in Fort Wayne, and this cool weather does look to stay. What we're tracking overnight tonight, some people might consider a chilly night ahead. Rain chances returning for the weekend and cooler temperatures making their way, sticking with us as we get into next week. I'll have the details coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much. Now, it's only 28 days until Halloween, but Muncie is already celebrating.
NewsLink Indiana's Liv Sevchek went to the Arts Walk earlier today.
It's a fall-themed Arts Walk here in downtown Muncie, and it couldn't be timed out more perfectly with these beautiful fall-like temperatures finally coming into our area. From live performances to local vendors, events like these are a great way to explore downtown. This week there was even a pumpkin trail where anyone from the age of 8 to 80 could carve a pumpkin for their chance at a cash prize. Chris Pruchet, owner of Pickled Peach, says events like these help bring people downtown.
The art and all the aspects of it, I mean, the streets are packed and it's a wonderful event for our city.
And for your chance to make sure you don't miss out on events like these, make sure you're in downtown Muncie every first Thursday of the month. In Muncie, Liz Sevchek, NewsLink, Indiana.
All right, Liz, thank you. And for more information on Arts Walks and other events downtown, check out downtownmuncie.org.
And events like Arts Walk are continuing to expand our community. Weather is not the only thing changing in Muncie this time of year. Those in Muncie's Art and Cultural Council painted other electrical boxes like this one around the city last weekend. This is just one of many ways Muncie is looking to have a more colorful downtown.
When we first started 20 years ago, there was no one downtown. So, creating events that help to dispel notions that people have about downtown, that there's no parking, that it's dark, that it's scary. Events have done that for us all along.
Parking and lighting are just the beginning of structural changes being brought to the downtown area. Downtown development is working to change other things to ease those visiting our town.
Well, a lot of our one-way streets have gone to two-way, so that makes things much easier for a lot of people. Walnut Street was one-way for many, many, many years, and it's now two-way. Washington Street is two ways.
Crowder says one-way streets, additional parking lots, and more on-street parking are just ways to get around a little easier. But events interesting and involving the community are what bring the people in. While the development team's season of innovation is coming to an end, it's time for planning season to begin, ready to come back in the spring with bigger and better ways to continue to expand our community. And for more information on downtown development, you can follow the team on their Facebook page.
Community Connect of Delaware County comes back for a third year. Just ahead, how the service has an impact on those in Muncie.
And which fast food restaurant is the fastest? Find out how your favorite restaurant stacks up after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Now, Community Connect of Delaware County took place from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. today at the Delaware County Fairgrounds. NewsLink's Brittany Dobbins was at the event and tells us more about how it impacted one man in particular.
Community Connect of Delaware County hosted its third annual free event Thursday. The purpose of this event is to house all the support services of Muncie under one roof for the people who need them. Some of those services were health screenings, legal services, employment and education support, and free haircuts. Muncie resident Nate Bame felt a particular way after he received his first haircut in months.
I feel clean, like, because I've been homeless for the past couple of months, and able to get a haircut, I feel human again.
Those haircuts were given out by the cosmetology students from the Muncie Area Career Center. One student, Wyatt Sheed, says he does this because of the feelings.
It makes me feel good to help other people. That's part of the reason I'm in the cosmetology career. I love making people feel good. I love transforming people. It's just a great feeling in general.
Cosmetology instructor Krista Sides says the involvement of her students is impacting.
So we're getting lots of comments on how well they're doing and just what good people they're being, which really makes my heart happy.
Elisa Wells says this event is a way for the community to acknowledge the services available to them.
We recognize that what these social service agencies are doing in our community is incredibly valuable and much needed.
All vendors in the event were able to provide free same-day services to those who have limited resources. In Muncie, Brittany Dobbins, NewsLink, Indiana.
Now, those services are equivalent to the ones that are provided in offices or online.
You can have your Chick-fil-A and eat it too, but you'll have to wait. The popular restaurant came in dead last in a drive-through performance study that measures how long customers wait after they order. The average wait time at Chick-fil-A clocked in at almost 5.5 minutes. Dunkin' Donuts clocked the quickest time with an average of less than 4 minutes. Wendy's, Carl's Jr., and Burger King also performed well. McDonald's, Hardee's, and Arby's were some of the slowest. No matter where you go, you'll wait the least amount of time for breakfast and the most time in the late afternoon.
Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and now Elmo the Red Fuzzy Puppet is getting into the talk show game. Sesame Workshop is developing a talk show starring Elmo. The show will be called The Not Too Late Talk Show with Elmo. On the show, the puppet will interview celebrity guests. Production begins next month, but it is not clear when the program will air. The show was announced today as a part of a deal with HBO Max. And Macy's plans to hire about 80,000 seasonal employees for the holidays this year. Many of those jobs won't have to deal with anxious shoppers, though. About 30,000 of them are in the store's fulfillment centers. A lucky 1,000 new workers will help support the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and other holiday events. Seasonal employees get 20% discounts on merchandise, a chance to stay on after the holidays are over. The company is hosting a national hiring event on October 24th at all its stores, where on-site interviews will be available. Now, the only seasonal weather I've been feeling lately is summer, so hopefully we can transition a little bit into a little fall holiday seasonal weather.
I would love that. Let's hope that Hannah can give us some cooler temperatures.
Yeah, guys, overnight tonight, temperatures drop down into the low 50s, but how long will this cooler weather stay? I'll let you know coming up in my full forecast after the break.
For those who serve today, and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, the Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Action.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
All right, welcome back. Hannah, what are the next few days of weather going to look like for us?
Yes, fortunately, cooler temperatures are back in the forecast, and they do look to stay. At this time yesterday, we were sitting in the 80s, but right now, cooler temperatures, 14 degrees cooler here in Muncie, 17 degrees cooler in Indianapolis, 11 degrees cooler in Lafayette. Right now here in Muncie, we are sitting at 67 degrees, a light wind, and that dew point sitting at 55, making it feel very comfortable outside. Overnight tonight, temperatures are going to drop down to near 50, so you might want a light jacket if you are going to be out late overnight and into the early morning hours. We'll see partly cloudy skies and that wind light coming out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, it'll start out chilly with temperatures in the 50s. We'll warm up to 61 by lunchtime, topping out only in the mid to upper 60s by 5 p.m. with a high of 66. We'll see partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Winds coming out of the northeast at around 10 miles per hour. Now looking forward to the weekend, fall break for Ball State students, and it is going to be pretty nice this weekend. Saturday, 72, partly cloudy skies, a light wind, rain chances though return on Sunday. We'll see a high of 70. Rain chances don't stick with us throughout the entire day, timing that out right now here on Precision Cast. We'll start out the day Saturday dry. We'll see clouds start to build in overnight Saturday into Sunday. Rain chances start to return. We'll see spotty showers throughout the overnight and into Sunday morning, but by Sunday afternoon we dry out, and we'll see it'll be a pretty nice afternoon. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. Friday, 67, 72 on Saturday, 70 on Sunday, 40% chance of rain, 68 on Monday. We'll stay in the upper 60s for Tuesday, 70s Wednesday and Thursday. Our next rain chance is on Thursday. Very small chance though. Doesn't look like a too bad of a week, and those fall-like temperatures sticking with us throughout the next 7 days. So it looks like 90s have left and aren't going to return.
All right, Hannah, that is some beautiful news. Thank you so much. Now, coming up, it's a different kind of homecoming this weekend for Ball State athletes. Find out which Ball State players will be celebrating this weekend.
And the field hockey team looks to continue their home field dominance. All that and more next in sports.
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10. I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher, I make more.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Blake Dahlier with sports. This weekend might be fall break for students, but student athletes are not exactly taking days off. Kicking things off tonight with football. With the football team, seniors Malik Dunner and Jacob White will be playing in front of family and friends. The team will travel to Northern Illinois University to take on the Huskies. In the battle for the Bronze Stock Trophy, Dunner and White are playing in their home neighborhoods for the final time. The two expect nearly 75 of their friends and family to come out for Saturday's game. Both Ball State and NIU are coming in at 1 and 3. They'll look to start off action on the right foot. White will look to lead the team on defense as he averages 11.5 tackles per game, which is 5th in the country. Kickoff is set for 3:30 Saturday afternoon. As football looks to start off conference play strong, field hockey is looking to continue a winning streak. The Cardinals are 3-7 on the season, but undefeated at home. Ball State is coming off a 2-0 win over Central Michigan at home last Saturday. This matchup will have a bit more significance for Coach Stephanie Berndahl, as Kent State is her alma mater. Kent State is coming off a 5-1 win over Ohio from last Saturday. Game time will be at 3 o'clock Friday afternoon at Briner Sports Complex. And action continues Friday and Saturday in Worthen Arena. Ball State volleyball will compete on National Taco Day against Northern Illinois. Friday's match against NIU is one where history does not favor the Cardinals. The Huskies hold a 36-32 all-time series lead over Ball State. The teams each have won once against each other this season on their home courts. Friday evening's match will begin at 7, then Saturday, the team will be back at it facing Western Michigan. The 10-4 Broncos are leading the MAC with a .244 attack percentage. Ball State will have their hands full on defense. Amber Seaman will lead the Cardinals as she is now 9th in program history with 122 aces. It'll be a lengthy weekend for the Cardinals. Saturday evening's contest will take place at 7 o'clock in Worthen Arena. From the volleyball net to the tennis courts, it's a busy weekend here on campus. Cardinal Creek Tennis Center will play host to the 2nd annual Bethany Moore Invitational this weekend. The tournament is named after the 2016 graduate Bethany Moore, who led the Cardinals to the MAC championship that year. The 2016 team also clinched Ball State's first NCAA tournament berth. In 2017, Moore was killed in a car accident in Hamilton County. This two-day event will play host to 33 teams. Friday and Saturday morning's matches will all begin at 9 o'clock. And we are just one day away from Friday, and that means we are less than 24 hours away from NewsLink Indiana's Game of the Week. This week's matchup will feature the 1-5 Westdale Warriors. Westdale will face the undefeated Tinley Tigers. In addition, NewsLink Indiana will be covering Yorktown and Greenfield Central. Yorktown is 4-2 and have won 2 straight. Greenfield Central is 1-5 and trying to turn things around. Both Delaware County contests will be squaring off at 7:30 Friday night. Now it really sounds like a potential David versus Goliath game here that Westdale could end up coming from behind and maybe pulling off an upset.
For sure, I totally agree. But who knows? Maybe Westdale will surprise everyone on Friday night.
Friday night, 7:30, we will have to see.
And of course, back to football, we'd love to see a win at home for homecoming.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, homecoming for these guys going back to their hometown, and homecoming coming to Ball State here in the next coming weeks. So looking forward to that for sure.
All right, thank you so much, Blake. Next, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott announced their breakup. More details on the celebrity split after the break.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
Welcome back. Now it's time to take a look at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Joel Riley. Hey Joel, what do you have for us?
Hi guys, good evening, and good evening to you all who are watching. Well, I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner broke up. The couple announced their breakup after 2 years of dating. Some people speculated that Travis cheated on Kylie and vice versa. There were also rumors that Kylie went on a date with her ex-boyfriend, Tyga. However, Kylie denied the rumors, saying that she and Travis will remain friends for the time being. Jenner also stated that their main priority right now is their daughter, Stormy. And you guys won't believe what adorable trend is taking over Twitter. Several people recorded videos of their children, siblings, nieces, and nephews. However, the videos of the children being recorded use the Animoji feature. Most of the videos can be found by searching Animoji Kids on Twitter, and you have to take a look at some of these examples.
Hi, I'm Octopus.
Oh.
You piggy. I love you, Mommy. Woof woof.
That is so
oh my goodness.
cute.
Absolutely love that so much. Now, I don't have the Animoji feature on my phone, but sometimes with my 7-year-old niece and my 2-year-old nephew, I'll sometimes put on the Snapchat filters on their face, and they absolutely let it enjoy.
That is so cute.
The little woof woof at the end
I
of
love
the
you,
dog.
Mommy, woof, woof. I love that so much. Kids are the
is,
future.
They
I love
are.
that so much. It's absolutely adorable.
So cute. The only one I had seen was the octopus one.
Right, I had seen that one, but you said check out Twitter for more of that.
Yes, search Animoji Kids on Twitter.
Animoji Kids. Thank you so much, Joel. Now I think we're going to go ahead and take one last look at weather.
Yeah, so we have cooled off and it looks like fall weather is going to stay over the next 7 days. We'll see temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, chances of rain on Sunday during the morning hours, and then our next chance of rain returns on Thursday. But yes, it looks like the 90s have left.
Awesome, Hannah. Thank you so much. And that's all for tonight on NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow at noon, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.